Doesn't need 2 feet here like a robot. It means here, you're in a pose. I don't care which arm right now. You can do either arm. Where are you going?
Do you have your
Draw some right over.
Drama is an exploration of your creativity.
2 weeks, just beyond the month, you know.
I think in Newport Harbor, drama, it's all about having fun.
Drama's about acting, the whole creative environment of people working together to create a picture through.
Drama is all about learning to be a professional in theater.
Yeah. Okay.
Being on the stage, learning stage presence. Learning confidence, learning how to project.
3, compare the cereal corn.
And really how to express yourself in an artistic way that not a lot of people can do.
It sort of teaches you about yourself and you grow more as a person, I think.
The creativity, there's a lot of fun involved. People can be natural singers. They can be dancers.
I think a lot of people, when they see shows that they really like, they're inspired to do more and be a part of it.
You hear us screaming for you? Yeah! Fantastic!
People like to show off.
I don't know, some people just join because their friends tell them to and they end up really liking it.
No, I'm sorry.
That's what I said, you better.
First of all, don't walk on your heels.
What you're listening, or about what I don't know.
My name's Brian Call, and I'm going to be singing "We Seek After These Things."
Jason Rodriguez. I'm in 10th grade, and I will be singing my first song. I will be singing 16 Tons from Forever Plaid.
Oh, nice.
Jeffrey Fitchner, and I will be performing Jasper's Confession from The Mystery of Edwin Drood.
Oh, I've never heard that show.
My name is Megan Morales. I'm 17, and I will be singing Part of Your World by The Little Mermaid, and I'm auditioning for Azuli.
So part of yours. Thank you.
Okay.
Look at me. One moment, and I'll discuss in just a moment.
We seek after these things.
It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity. My heart claims me to be with you. Looking out at the world.
So Daniel now plays his own son. Okay?
Whoa.
Daniel just changed his shirt and becomes another boy.
By tomorrow by 3:05. Please, so that the Catholics can be posted over.
We can put in as much input as we want. We can talk until we are blue, but usually what we want isn't always picked.
I don't really know. I don't think it was precast. Because if it was precast, that's really shocking considering it's my first year and first tryout.
It really just depends on the setting that you're working in.
Any questions about the contract before we go on? We're all good. Okay, so it needs to be in tomorrow by 3:05 because Roberta wants to move forward with casting over the weekend. and she needs to know who she can cast, okay?
I'm tired. I haven't slept. I have a test tomorrow, and I have 2 tests tomorrow. 1 more. 5.
Yes, I find drama highly underestimated. I don't think people understand what it takes to be. People say, oh, well, anyone can go up on stage and, you know, recite a couple lines. Well, it's not a couple lines, it's usually a lot of lines, and you have to memorize it, and then you have to memorize blocking, and then you have to put in character, and then you have to project, and then, you know, you can't mess up.
Stop. All right.
And you have to do it in front of hundreds of people.
It's hard, you know, at this level with high school, because everybody has 1,000 other things on their mind.
I'm to the point where I'm so exhausted.
It just is so time consuming just because it's so much work, there's so much to do. The shows are long and it can take like 3 hours to do a page.
We just have the birds coming out there. All right, now Allison, so angle yourself so we see more of you.
It kind of absorbs a lot of your life focus. I mean, you start thinking about the shows a lot, the people in it a lot, because so much of your time is spent there.
I always try, I'll always bring my homework, but it's just so distracting. And even when no one, like if I can isolate myself and I'm not talking to anyone, I really like watching the show, so I always get distracted and start watching the show instead of doing my homework.
For a poor native girl who falls in love with a rich French boy, and he crashes, she saves his life.
I saved your life.
And he disappears and is taken home. She goes to his home in the city where she's never been before. She falls in love with him and then is pushed out because of the societal pressures where he could never marry her. He can only have an affair with her, and he has already been promised to another, you know, high-class young lady that since he was, you know, a child.
Took him back to their fine hotel with its high iron gates.
So it's that you know, story of the societal pressure, the tragic love story, what happens with that.
The bosoms.
Tale of the bosoms. I have so much energy, oh my god.
And interspersed with lots of singing and dancing.
Is a story of fairy tale characters, and the idea is that they are traveling through the woods in fairy tale fashion, and the idea is that they're supposed to be good characters and they fulfill whatever is part of their fairy tale.
I wish to go to the festival of witches.
But the funny thing about it, Sondheim wrote it as a musical about fairy tale characters, and so it's all very cute until the end of the first act, and then there are characters that do the wrong thing, that make the wrong choices. So in the second act, he has kind of a retribution, so anybody who's done anything bad gets theirs.
It's a big hot mess. It's lots of fun.
Okay, ready, and?
They're never longer than 6 o'clock, so it could be 5 hours or 3 hours, just on, you know, normal weekdays. And then when we get into Hell Week, in the week before, you know, like a week and a half before the show, they can be all the way till
1:30 to 10 at night, hours and hours, and then it just gets in your mind and you're just singing the songs all day and no time to sleep, and rehearsals just last for years, it seems like.
This is exhaustion.
The ensemble is, One of the most frustrating parts, because everyone has to be together.
Boring to be an ensemble. It feels like you're just another cookie cutter character, and it's kind of hard to get behind that. Maybe I just didn't learn how to do that, but throughout Udi, I kind of didn't feel a lot of drive to get my character.
A strong ensemble gives you that grounding, that center for whatever the show is. I mean, Man of La Mancha without an ensemble would be silly. The ensemble sets the tone for the show.
You have to really get to know your piece. You read the script, you can read it 10, 12 times. You do research, anything about the history of it.
She likes to work for anywhere from 2 months to 4 months on a show.
And we were poking
I know people are sometimes afraid of her.
You've been rehearsing for hours and people are still talking and they still don't know their lines.
I need it quiet without all the side conversation.
I honestly don't even think she yells that much, because compared to professional directors, she doesn't have a temper, and I think we deserve a lot of the yelling we get, because Harbor kids can be very immature and talkative and get off task really easily.
What's amazing to me is that she uses the word professionalism over and over again, but she is incredibly professional. She shows up early, not on time, early. She does more than what she's asked to do.
I'm here, and when I participate and I'm excited, I work really well with her, and I really listen to what she has to say.
Try it. Okay. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Once you're in drama, you can kind of just say goodbye to your social life. I don't know, drama like becomes your social life because you're with all the other drama kids, and so like we'll hang out after.
After rehearsals and shows, we like to go out to eat in our crazy costumes and get weird looks. We like to have just wild, crazy parties. And scream. We sing musicals all the time.
First night of the show, I'm really focused on just making sure everything goes off without a hitch.
The first night of a show is extremely nerve-wracking. You're praying that everything runs smoothly. You are trying to have as much energy as possible, and you have all this energy because you're just like, finally, we get to do this in front of people like it's the real thing. Come on, let's go.
I love sassy people. I know. Well, the name is Annie.
Sound effects, if there's any, have to be put into the show.
If you're on stage and there's lights on you, you can't see the audience, and they get really hot under those.
Makeup, full hair, sometimes they wear wigs, hats, whatever, all that has to be done, all the costumes. You have to know if you can dance in your costume.
You usually have to be at the theater like an hour and a half before the show starts. We do a thing, it's an energy circle before our shows where we all hold hands.
Many, many months on this show. Last night you got a little taste of what it was like to have a final component, the magic of theater having an audience. So this is not the ending of a process, it's the beginning, it's opening night. We have a run of 6 shows where every show is going to be fabulous and wonderful and full of energy.
And we all yell at the end. It's really fun, and it gets you pumped for the show.
Opening night tonight. Hello. How are you?
How are you? I got the duck in here.
Okay. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Hey. Approach at the same time.
The show's gonna start in like 2 minutes, so it's 2? Yes. I love you. I love you too.
A very special thank you to our friends at Costa Mesa High School, who have graciously allowed us to use their theater again this year.
We would like to thank our friends, families, and community members for faithfully following us from theater to theater for the last 8 years. Welcome to the new Robert B. Wentz Theater.
Once upon a time.
We dance to the earth, we dance to the water. The gods away here.
really trying to dig deep and bring as much emotion as I can out.
You know, this is my first show, but I still have gotten teary, so.
And once it's the last night, people are like, realize it's the last night. And so, I don't know, it's really sad just because you realize it's the last time you're gonna be doing all that stuff, but I don't know, it's kind of relieving too because it's so tiring.
I'm feeling outstanding. I feel like I've accomplished so much.
Really emotional, and I've been crying for quite some time, and I gotta go.
Huh?
Miss BC?
Yeah.
Parker, where do you want to split Randy Crush?
Like, whose stuff is this? Oh, the girls don't put foundation on their face and then touch the drawers. They just leave their stuff everywhere. The boys are blinded.
Get it out of this room right now. Grab something. Grab that out.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
It's definitely given me a lot of strength, a lot of confidence. It's taught me a lot of discipline.
She stands against the lightning and the thunder.
In drama, you can just be yourself. Everyone's weird in drama, so they're not gonna judge you.
It's kind of like stepping into an entirely new reality.
And this is why we tell the story. Why we tell the story.
All together.
We'll help you feel the anger and the sorrow. For kids. Oh, it's what I